Hello and thank you for tuning in to another review for Tech That Doesn't Byte. I'm Jeff Worden, and I'll be reviewing a really fun little device called an HD video capture. And that's exactly what it is, an HD video capture device. Here's the device itself. Here's the front of the box it came in, and here's the back of the box it came in. I have to admit that this device is pretty good. All I did with it was plug it into the USB port of my computer, run an HDMI cable, definitely not included, from the device to my older son's Nintendo Switch game, and then use VideoPad to record the video. Super easy to do. Now, the one thing about it is that when you configure it in your recording software, VideoPad in my case, be mindful of the sound device being selected. I didn't pay attention the first time round and wound up recording video with no sound. Which may be something you want to do if you want to add your own soundtrack or musical score or your own verbal commentary when you're recording your gameplay. If not, make sure to select Digital Audio Interface or whatever term comes up in your software. As you can see here for VideoPad, USB video in all lowercase points to the excruciatingly generic HD video capture device for the video part, and thus Digital Audio Interface for the sound. I also made it a point to select 30 frames per second so that the video would be really smooth. This was the maximum resolution my software allowed for this. With all that said, here are some clips of the device's performance. The first one is just a little running around in the marketplace, the cutscenes, and gearing up for the battle to come. The second clip is a fight with a large beast.
Good luck out there.
Let's go! Yeah! All done.
And that's it. I like the device a lot and it worked really well. I was very impressed. So much so, I would actually recommend buying it. And I'm sure you could buy it wherever generic non-branded goods are sold.
Hey everyone, Simon here. I want to give you my 2 cents about this HDMI capture card. Now, the cool thing about this HDMI capture card is that it will basically accept any type of HDMI input. That includes your Nintendo Switch, maybe a PlayStation, and even a streaming device like this Roku 4K. And if I ever want to review it, I could pop up the interface just like this and put it right behind me, just like that. And all I did was I plugged in the 4K Roku streaming stick directly to this HDMI capture card, and also I plug it into my USB extension cable so I could plug it in directly to my laptop. And all I do is I just open up like a video capture software. I use OBS to basically record anything that's being captured by this capture card. Now, here's the downside with this HDMI capture card. It can only output to 1080p. So for example, my 4K Roku streaming stick right here supports up to 4K. But when I plug it in directly, here's what happens. You can take a look right here and it says that it can only output 1080p content. So that's a little bit of a downside. And if you are looking to capture 4K resolution and record 4K videos, this is definitely not the type of HDMI capture card that you need to look for. You're gonna have to look for something a little bit more pricier to be able to have that 4K support. That's basically my 2 cents about this HDMI capture card. Now back to you, Jeff.
Please check out our website, techthatdoesn'tbyte.com, to see more tech reviews and tech tips on the site, as well as our YouTube channel. Plus, watch our Tech That Doesn't Byte cast, where we discuss the latest tech news, which can be heard on your favorite podcast service. Thank you for joining us today on Tech That Doesn't Byte. Thank you for tuning in to Tech That Doesn't Byte. Those like and subscribe buttons, just click on them. You won't regret it, we promise. You want to click on the notification button too. Come and visit our website at techthatdoesn'tbyte.com. Have a really wild day.